So this week's Parsha is Parsha's Toldos. And the Talmud teaches us that this world is called the world of falsehood, Alma de Shikra. And the world to come is called Olam de Kshoita, which means the world of truth. So that means in this world of falsehood, we experience distortion, manipulation, half-truths, illusions that pull us off center. How do we live in such a world? So I think the answer is twofold. Number one, we have to avoid falsehood as much as possible. And number two, in rare situations, we have to use falsehood for holy purposes. For example, sometimes we know in our tradition, it's permitted to lie for shalom bayis, for peace. Another way of using falsehood for holy purposes is to trick the Yetzer Hara, our evil inclination. Why? Because the evil inclination, what does it do? It comes to us and it always needs immediate gratification. And it tells us that the good that we can do, the mitzvahs and the light that we're meant to bring into this world, can wait tomorrow. But if we're clever and we can outsmart the Yetzer Hara, then we'll flip that on its head. I remember when we were in Cape Town, we had a rabbi's kollel, a wonderful group of rabbis that met for a couple of hours each morning to learn Torah together. And we were friends and colleagues. And naturally, we had a lot to talk about beyond what we were meant to be learning. So we devised a method to ensure that we did both. And we set aside the last 10 minutes of what's called the Seder, our study session, for schmoozing. And whenever someone wanted to schmooze during the learning time, we wrote down the topic on a piece of paper and we promised each other that we'd discuss it during the designated last 10 minutes. But when those 10 minutes arrived and we looked at our enticing list of juicy topics, to our surprise, no one wanted to discuss them anymore. Instead, we were like, no, let's just spend the last 10 minutes learning. This is more important. This is more interesting. So our delay tactic worked. This is precisely the spiritual drama we are introduced to in this week's Parsha, with the birth of Yaakov Avinu, Jacob, and Esau. Yaakov is the embodiment of truth, emes. It's called the Ishtam Yoshev Olam, a wholesome man dwelling in the tents of the Torah, Torat Emet. His nature is straight, he's gentle, he's aligned with the truth. And yet, shockingly, Yaakov engages in two aspects of deception, which are surprising. Number one, he purchases the birthright from Esau under duress. And secondly, he actually dresses up as Esau to go and get the blessings that Yitzchak was meant to give Esau, and he gets them. And we'll see in a few weeks' time, the final deception is when they're together and Esau says to Yaakov, come with me. And he says, no, you go ahead and I'll catch up to you later. And we never found that he did that. Living with integrity does not mean be naive. It means knowing when to stand firmly in truth and when the only way to protect it is to use deception itself. Esau is the embodiment of the Yetzer Hara. He is the master manipulator. Yaakov's use of the tools of trickery was only to dismantle him. The truth is, we all have a Yaakov and an Esau within us, the soul and the body, the pull to light and the will to darkness. Using deceit to outsmart darkness and reveal its light is a holy act. Tell your Yetzer Hara later. The last 10 minutes, wait. This is a dangerous path to walk, but one that we are often forced to take. Thank you.